Oh, you shut up. Hey, shut up. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to this edition of Handling the Heat. It's just a big old Christmas party here with me and myself. And today I'm going to show you how to make my favorite world-famous Christmas sugar cookies. If you forget a gift, or this is just the perfect gift for people, even if you don't forget a gift, if you make these properly, people will want these more than a PlayStation 4. So these are just some totes, and they're good to put the cookies in whenever you gift them to people. And then you don't really have to worry about getting them back. So I bought 4 of them because these will actually be gifts for people. Make sure to wash them out. There could have been a rat, a big old giant rat crawling in it and then hopping back out in the warehouse somewhere. So make sure to wash these out whenever you take them home. Okay, now guys, I know you're watching this and you're thinking, I don't make cookies, I'm a man. I know, that's what you're saying. I don't make cookies, that's for girls, that's for ladies to do. Listen guys, there may come a time in your life when you may be alone. You may be spending an unhealthy amount of time by yourself. And then you may want to have that little snack, that little festive holiday snack. But there's no one there to make it for you. So you kind of have to take it upon yourself to learn these things. That's how I found out how to make these things, through trial and error. And you know, it just came naturally, me wanting some sugar cookies. And you could go to the store, and the store makes very horrible cardboard tasting sugar cookies and what have you. And the thought in my mind years ago when I'd walk past a package of cookie mix to think, no, that's something my mom does, or that's something somebody's wife does, or something. That ain't me. I'm a dude, okay? But then I kind of just on a whim felt a little adventurous, and I went out and I bought a package, and I was just like, okay, it can't be that hard. I'm pretty smart. I think so. It can't be that hard. Through trial and error, burning some cookies, not knowing what I'm doing. Years and years have passed on, and I think I've perfected things pretty well. So, yeah, making Christmas cookies is a fun thing to do, even by yourself. And it's fun to make, decorate, gift, and eat. Alright guys, so let's go over the ingredients and the hardware you'll need to make these Christmas sugar cookies. First off, the body. It will be Betty Crocker Sugar Cookie Mix. Very standard, you can find this anywhere, grocery stores, what have you. Next up, you will need eggs. You will need butter. I use salted butter. I think they say use unsalted, but I always use salted. Doesn't really matter. Never really heard anything that I've noticed. So, for the icing, we have Pillsbury Funfetti Icing. I have red and white. I couldn't find green. But the good thing about Funfetti Icing is that it comes with a little lid on top full of sprinkles already. So we got the icing, and I also got some extra sprinkles here besides what we have in the Funfetti little canisters there. I've got red and green sugar sprinkles, little Christmas colors there. And I also got some more rainbow sprinkles and stuff. And what you will need, the hardware, the kinds of utensils you will need, and all that good stuff. First, what I like to use is non-stick oven-safe parchment paper. It's really good. You put it on the pan, and you don't have to spray the pan down with anything. And yeah, I do that, but you could spray down the pan, what have you, whatever. Next is a whisk, little whisk. A big old mixing bowl. I have a nice stainless steel. Looks like something out of a magazine, you know, Better Homes and Garden. You also need some flour. That's an ingredient. I forgot to say that, but you'll need some flour. That's hardware, apparently, you know. And you'll need a rolling pin. cookie sheets or a cookie sheet, depends on how many you're making. And of course, you're going to need some cookie cutters, some very festive cookie cutters. So what I have is a snowflake, I have a snowman, and I have a Christmas tree design. So 3 different designs for today. And also some very important utensils are your hands and a table that is properly clean to do all your fun activities on while making sugar cookies. So make sure both the table and your hands are washed beforehand. Okay? So very important tip. And that is that for the ingredients and the hardware. Now, let's get to cooking. Okay guys, so first things first, I want to say that you should have a whisk, but also a spoon may actually work a whole lot better, like a big serving spoon, whenever you're mixing the ingredients. So just keep that in mind. Now, we're going to be making 4 batches of sugar cookies, which means one package of cookie mix is 1 batch. There's 2 different methods. And I don't use the cutout cookies method, so let's just forget about that. And we're using the top one here, okay? So we'll need 1 stick of butter and 1 egg for each package of sugar cookie mix, okay? And we're making 4 batches, like I said. So we got 4 eggs and 4 sticks of butter. Now, what we'll need to do is actually melt the sticks of butter in the microwave. So let's just put these sticks in the bowl here, and we'll throw them in the microwave. All right, stick number 2, here we go. A lot of people have said they love my sugar cookies to the point where they'll sneak down at 3 a.m. and that's their late night snack of choice, is the sugar cookies that I make. So, pretty proud of that. If there's one thing I can be proud of, I guess it's pretty good at making these. But it's simple, so don't let that seem like it's daunting or you're going to do wrong. Because I was there at one point, and everybody starts somewhere. So, yeah. All right. We're going to take these 2 bowls of butter and melt them real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, and I'm back, and I put both of these bowls in the microwave at the same time and put it in for about 1.5 minutes, and it melted it to the consistency we're going to be needing. What are we going to need next? We're going to need 1 egg. And it says to bake drop cookies. We're going to preheat our oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to stir the cookie mix, softened butter, and egg in a medium bowl until soft dough forms. Now, since we're making four batches, we're not going to worry about the medium bowl thing. I just got a big, huge bowl that's going to take care of all 4 batches. So let's grab that here. Okay. I'm not going to use the whisk. I'm going to use the big spoon, but you could use the whisk. I just kind of don't like the whisk because whenever you get the dough, it kind of gets clumpy and just gets stuck in all these, and it just gets complicated and messy, and You know, I probably should have never mentioned the whisk, but hey, whatever. Okay, so got the bowls of butter there. Now let's just start grabbing these bags of mixes and throw them all in the bowl. Oh, we're making a mess. See, I told you this is going to be fun. There's bag 1. Bag 2. Here's bag 3, dumping it on in. Like I said, anybody could do this. It's just, you got to make sure to be following the instructions to a certain extent. You could always fluff it here and there. But, yeah, always just, you know, take your time. Just have everything ready to go. Now, if this damn thing will actually work, you know what? We'll skip that one. We got all these other bags. Why am I messing with that one? Reminds me of my love life. All right. Okay, so let's use this one to go off of. All right. So we got our 4 bags of mix in here. Now let's mix in the butter and the eggs. Here we go. There's 2 sticks of butter. And another 2 sticks. Now they said softened butter. And this is completely melted basically. But it'll work. Let's mix this first before we add the eggs, huh? All right, let's start adding the eggs here. I love eggs. I'll make eggs in the morning every day for breakfast. About 2 to 3. My egg of choice is, I keep it simple, sunny side up. Sometimes I make it scrambled, add a little American cheese in there. It's always good. I've been getting into hot sauce quite a bit, so I love putting hot sauce with my eggs too. That's always a good win with it. All right, so let's stir in these eggs now. See, even me doing a tutorial, I kind of messed up there. I think melting the butter a little too much, but it'll still work. It'll just have a bit more of a sticky consistency, but you know what? Nothing's ever perfect. It's like life. Life's never perfect either. You plan it out, you could have the best intentions, and things could still go bad. So let's just keep mixing this here. And now I think comes the part where we're just going to have to get in there with our hands and mix it. Because if you're afraid to get your hands dirty, if you can't handle the heat, then you know what to do. And it's not stay in the kitchen, that's for sure. Okay, so this is perfect. I'm glad we are doing this. I'm glad I kind of messed up so I could show you a little something. Okay, so since we messed up a little bit, you know that? We melted the butter a little too much. So what we can do is add a little bit of flour to kind of soften it so it isn't that sticky. So let's do that right now, actually. Add a little bit of flour. Not too much. That's about 2 spoonfuls. Now let's just mix this flour in here. Okay, so we got our cookie dough now. Now it is time to roll it out and make little cutouts and put them on the pan for baking. So let's do that now. Okay, so what you're gonna do is put some flour right there on your workstation, your little work table. Spread it all around there. Oh yeah. And get some on your rolling pin too, just so whenever you do roll the dough out, it doesn't stick to your rolling pin. Now they got better rolling pins than what I got. I just got your standard, but there's some that are a non-stick rolling pin. Those are really nice. I actually got one of those for my sister-in-law. She'll love it. Because she was making homemade chicken and dumplings the other day, and she had to borrow my rolling pin. And I was like, oh, she doesn't have one of her own. Gift idea. So there you go right there. Even if your cookie dough is a little too sticky, once you have the flour down on your table, you could kind of throw the dough on there and kind of get it all a bit drier. Let's add a bit more cookie dough to that. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So let's get this out of there and get a pan up there. Okay, so let's roll out this. So you first want to roll the dough up and down and then side to side. Give it a nice big area to have yourself cut out cookies. We got a rolling pin out. And now the trick is to have the cookies a certain thickness when you cut it out. So 1/4 of an inch. Keep that in mind. 1/4 of an inch is what we're looking for. So I'm just gonna plant this down into the cookie spread using the snowflake one. And that seems about right. A little too doughy. It's a little too doughy, but it'll work. It'll work. Okay. That always happens. That's the worst. That's the absolute worst. All right. Now we're going to take our cookies that we're cutting out and place them on the cookie sheet. We'll make 3 more snowflakes. Call it a day with them. And as I say, the thicker they are, the better. So there you go. If you see that, that's about the right thickness. That's about the right, thickness you'll need there. And right there. All right, let's try a snowman, huh? Let's get a couple snowmen up in here. Woohoo! He's jumping out. He's ready to go. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cut another one out here. There's a little trick too, so you don't have to, like, when you cut them out, have to pick them off the table. If you press down and cut it out, and you still keep the cookie cutter against the table, you can kind of squeeze the cookie cutter together, and it'll keep, that didn't work. Obviously, it never would. It'll keep the cookie in there, and then you can just take it from the cookie cutter to the pan and drop it on in. All right, so there's some snowmen. Let's try a couple Christmas trees here. All right. Come on, buddy. See, this one's a little bit of a thinner on the bottom there, but that will still work. That's about 1/8 of an inch there, but that'll work. Just nothing less than that. And then you're in a no-go zone. All right, so once you're done and you have no more room to cut out, you're gonna batch all the dough back together and you're gonna roll it back out with the old trusty rolling pin. All right, let's do this again. Let's just do some snowflakes. We're in a rush, right? We need to make it to that Christmas dinner party. So let's just throw a bunch of snowflakes down. Boom. 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 Remember to be very, very close to one another, but don't dig into the other cookie. Get most of every roll that you get of these cookie doughs. Roll cookie dough. Kind of hard to say there. And if you don't have any other space for a snowflake, I think a little snowman could fit right there. That'll work. And there we go. Perfect. All right. So let's peel apart all the dough here and get our cookies out of here. Let's save them. They're stuck. Come on, guys. We'll get you out here. Another one. And if they kind of break apart a little bit as you're pulling them out, don't worry. They'll bake. They'll still taste just as good. Trust me on that. Ooh, that one's a big, thick boy. These kind of look like ninja stars. Oh. So is there a holiday for, ninja stars, throwing stars? I don't know. Snowflakes, ninja stars. Okay, guys. So now that we got our first pan of cookies ready to go, they're all filled. Now it's time to throw them in the oven. Okay, guys, so here we are. We got the oven set at 375, like it says. Now here's a crucial step in baking cookies, okay? Never, ever put cookies on the bottom rack of your stove. Okay, so here we are. Let's put it in. There we go. And now we wait. Now it says on the bag to bake 7 to 9 minutes. For larger cookies, 8 to 10 minutes. But how we're going to do it is just check within about 5 minutes and just see if it's a little bit golden brown just on the outer edges of the cookies. That's all we're going to need, and then we'll pull them out. And they'll still be gooey in the center, but you let them dry and they will harden, but still be soft. That sounds weird that they'll harden, but when you take them out, they'll have this very kind of like uncooked consistency. But when they dry, just let them air dry, cool dry. That's a whole lot better because they will remain soft for almost weeks afterwards. And that's the trick. That's what makes these cookies so great. So don't overcook them or cook them to where, oh, it needs to be golden brown on the very top, otherwise no, because that's when the cookies are going to be crispy and not a lot of people are going to they're going to be thrown away. All right? So you want these cookies to be gobbled up like crazy. And that's how you do it. So we'll come back and I will show you exactly what the cookies should look like to have that very nice, soft, after weeks of being baked texture. So, all right. Okay, so you're gonna see them swell up like that. It's still not golden brown around the edges, so we're gonna put this back in here for a little bit. And we'll give it one more minute and see what's up. Because a lot can happen within a minute. All right, guys, so it's been about a minute. Let's check it out again. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. So this is what you're looking for here, okay? This is what you're looking for. All right, guys, so we got everything made, all the cookies, all 4 bags. So now we're gonna get into icing. So let's grab ourselves a nice little container of Funfetti Icing, Radiant Red Vanilla. They also have a peppermint white flavored icing, which is, I love peppermint stuff, but that's one of the things I don't like. It's very off-putting when you're eating vanilla, or whenever you're eating icing and it's peppermint flavor. It tastes like you're eating toothpaste. It's not good. I would not recommend. So let's just get to it. Now you're gonna want to take the butter knife, dip it into the old icing and spread it on over. Spread it on over the cookies. Not too much icing, but not too little either. You want to cover the entire cookie, and you don't want the frosting to sit for too long because the frosting will dry onto the cookie and then the sprinkles won't stick. So we'll just do 3 cookies, ice them, and then we'll throw some sprinkles on them. Do another snowman here. There we go. So since this is red, putting red sprinkles on it would defeat the purpose aesthetically. So we're gonna break out the old green ones now. All right, let's sprinkle these bad boys. And you could get completely crazy with decorating these cookies. I've seen videos where there's like masterful artists going around the thing and making little eyes and all the snowmen and, you know, like really detailed stuff. And I'm sure you see them in the videos on Facebook or whatever when they just pop up or whatever. And we're not doing that. I don't have time or patience for that. Once you have a layer completely covering of cookies, it's good to put a layer of parchment paper over the top so all the cookies don't just mix and stick together. Yeah, I like chicken strips. And that is how you make Christmas sugar cookies. Thank you guys for watching. I hope it helped. And I am DJ Glowing Ice. And this has been another fun installment, holiday edition of Handling the Heat. See you guys later. Put your head back on. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.